hear me out. Hear me out when it comes to the New England setup. There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to digest. There's a lot to think about. Serious food for thought. Congratulations to Lee Carsley, 2 games, 2 wins, clean sheets, and the ball is moving better. The play looks swifter. I'm excited about watching England play. Forget just 2 goals. We can get to that in a moment. By the way, hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribing. Make sure the bell notifications are turned on as well. So if you've subscribed, the little bell button, get it pressed so you know when we go live. I'm going to get onto the team in a minute. I want to shout out some individuals at the beginning here. First of all, Harry Kane, 100 caps. In the summer, he looked dejected, devoid of ideas, slow, tired, and maybe time had ended. The last 2 games, he has looked a refreshed player. Now, the standard of opposition isn't at the highest level, but I think whether he has fallen from his absolute best or not, there's always a place for him in the England squad when it comes to performing the way in which he did today. It was his 100th game. He scored his 67th and 68th goal. Plus, you had the 19 assists. This man has an efficiency rate for England of 86%. In 86% of his games, he's scoring or he's assisting. That is the same as Mohamed Salah for Liverpool. We spoke about that the other day, about how important, how potent that is. The only smudge mark against Kane has been those performances in the finals. But a lot of that, maybe we put down to the way in which we play football. I want to shout out Angel Gomez, who I thought today looked an international player. And I have personally got to hold an L on this one. When he left Man United, I didn't think much of it. I watched him play for us a few times in more forward roles, more attacking roles. And I didn't feel that he had the explosiveness or the speed or size, not that size is everything in football, to make it at the highest level. He is now in a very different role, a holding midfield player, that kind of ball-playing 6, if you will. And I thought he looked so at home, so at ease at international level in that position tonight. And I am very excited. So, yes, when I say I'm holding an L, I still wouldn't want to see him play as a 10 or play out on the wing or wide or as an attacker, as he did in his Man United youth career. But his technical ability was always there to be seen, and he looks very much a classy individual in that holding midfield role. And I just hope Man United have a buyback clause, because I would love him back at Old Trafford based on what I saw today. I also felt that having Jack Grealish back in the team was really important for us. I thought Gordon was an absolute threat throughout the entirety of the game today. And I want to shout out Madueke as well, that came on and he had a couple of shots that weren't that great, but he was, again, a thorn in the side. He set up Harry Kane's second goal, and a really nice debut for him. So some really good individual performances. But the team, for me, is what impressed me. Don't look at the 2-0. If you just look at the scoreline today and go, you only beat Finland 2-0, that was rubbish. The abundance of chances we had. The Finnish goalkeeper, I don't know who he is. I should look his name up. I should go and do that. In fact, I'm going to look his name up while I'm making this, because I should know his name after today. Because that man pulled off heroics. I want to go get his name, because I think I need to. Where's his name? Where's his name? Let's go to the lineups here. I bet I can't pronounce it. Lucas Hideki. Maybe I say whatever his name is. That man's performance today was one of the best goalkeeping displays I've ever seen against my country. There was so many great saves, so many great parries, some of which he had no right getting to. It was a game where England really should have scored 7 or 8. Had it not been for the goalkeeper and some amazing defending from Finland at times, it would have been much more. And this is a case in point for when people say, I care more about the performances than the result. They don't mean forever. They don't mean I'd rather play nice football and never win anything. What they are talking about is sustainability, and people always become intellectually dishonest when it comes to this. The way England performed today, with more nurturing, more growing and more understanding under Lee Carsley, England could become a threat. I was watching the game and I tried not to do this. I was thinking, Why didn't we sack Southgate a year ago and bring this man in? Because this squad, you give this squad to this manager for a year, and there's every chance that England play more attacking football and we're able to break teams down more and we're just more of a threat. So I get back onto the point about Kane. He did look past it at the Euros. But could that have something to do with the fact that he is getting on a bit, but also the system was lacking, the system was hurting him? I think it's fair. It's definitely a question mark that should be posed. And if he is slightly over the hill, look, when we get all of our players back and fit and the likes of Tony and Watkins are with us, it's still worthwhile having Harry Kane around for games like today. If you've got 2 international matches, you have one against Germany and then you got one against Finland. It's okay, well, listen, we're going to start Ollie Watkins against the Germans. We need a bit more speed, a bit more youth, a little bit more legs. But of course, Watkins will save you because we'll play Kane against the lesser team. So I still think there's a place in the England squad for Harry Kane, whether you believe he's over the hill, because I don't think he's completely finished as a footballer. That is a crazy, crazy, crazy take. So, look, I'm excited about the future of England under Carsley. And when I say hear me out, it's this. I've made my mind up. I want him to be given an opportunity. We're going to see about 4 or 5 more games. But I think this man could lead England to, if he's given the time and he's given the backing, and that doesn't mean transfer windows, given the backing and the FA get behind him and they make him their man, this is the kind of football I want to see us play. Now, if there is a better candidate out there that can play this style of football, has more experience, has maybe won in the past, by the way, doesn't need to be English, does not need to be English to deliver for England. As a patriotic man myself, you don't need an Englishman or an Englishwoman to coach you. It's crazy. One of my greatest coaches during my sporting time was an American that came over to work here in the UK, eventually started working for Team GB and was amazing for us. Absolutely amazing for us. Helped win so many gold medals for Team GB and then later on Team England. But he didn't have a passport from this nation, didn't sing a national anthem. Do you know what I mean? So big up, Mike Chat. Big up yourself. So look, from my perspective and my point of view, really impressed with a number of individual players. Big congratulations to Harry Kane. There was a player I meant to mention earlier as well. I bet there's comments because people haven't waited till now because they've got triggered and run off crying. Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. I knew there was somebody else, and I apologise for forgetting. His passing range, some of his passes that opened up Finland were ridiculous. And if it wasn't for great last-ditched defending, the man could have ended up with 4 or 5 assists today. He was absolutely phenomenal. So as I hear me out on this, I want to get your views and I want to get your opinions. Lee Carsley to become the England manager. Harry Kane still has something to do for England. And Angel Gomez, Kobbie Mainoo, Wharton coming through in our midfield. You throw sort of a destroyer, someone who breaks up play and does what Declan Rice does. Bellingham ahead, Foden ahead from a creative point of view. What an array of talent England has there. But what you need is a manager that's really going to bring it to life. And I believe Lee Carsley can do that. I believe Lee Carsley has the temperament, the wherewithal, and I actually like his backbone as well. Stands up for what he believes in, coaches the team brilliantly. England look great today. Great. 2 games in, I will add. I think there's so many more levels we can go up when the full squad is fit and available, when they've got used to the new system, used to the new manager. This is the message to the FA. Get it done. Get it done now. Very, very impressed indeed. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. Make sure you hit the like and the share button, and we'll see you all again soon. Peace.